I'm Liz Parker, Senior Editor at Candy Industry Magazine. Today we're here talking with Whitney Bembenick from Endangered Species Chocolate. Thanks for being here today with us.
Thank you for having me.
First off, what are some consumer trends or behaviors in the chocolate space right now?
So at Endangered Species Chocolate, we use a process called jobs to be done to evaluate the jobs that the consumer is looking for our category to fulfill. The top needs that we're seeing from consumers today really go into two buckets that I'll talk through today. One of them is just generalized health. How does this product help me achieve my health and wellness goals? Or how can I have something that's healthier for me without sacrificing taste? The other big bucket is that emotional and mental fulfillment. Do I feel satisfied after this product? Does it make me feel good when I consume it and then after I consume it? So those two big buckets are really what's driving consumer behavior in the store. And when we start to boil those down, we look at how they're met by the products that exist or how they could be met by products that we can create. We want consumers to have an exploratory experience when they come into the aisle because we know that something new is one of the top drivers of a shopper jumping from, let's say, the product they've bought for the last 3 years on a weekly or monthly basis and trying out something that isn't quite the same.
Okay. And then can you talk to any like flavor trends, ingredient trends,
Mhm.
buying consumption occasions, things like that?
Yeah. Well, we're definitely not immune to the impact of inflation. And so, what we're seeing shoppers do is really take two paths of consumption. One is reaching for something more indulgent and satisfying and luxurious because they might make less purchases throughout the month or throughout the quarter of their confectionery need. The other is looking for things that they can buy that feel like a better value. So think a bag of unwrapped chocolates that might have more servings in it, but still delivers a great taste and a great satisfying solution for that shopper.
Okay.
Flavor trends that we're seeing, um, there's always a gravitation to flavors like caramel and nuts. Those just go so well in chocolate. And specifically when we talk about nuts, they fulfill that kind of protein desire that shoppers have started to gravitate even more so to in categories outside of what you would inherently know, like nut butter or trail mix. And so we're seeing a continued rise in nuts as a flavor or inclusion that shoppers look for with their chocolate, not just because of how great it tastes. We're also seeing shoppers explore different textures and sensorial experiences. So if you can add a crunch or a bite or a snap or smooth and brittle into one experience, that's really what the shopper is looking for right now.
Okay. And how does ESC work to keep up with current consumer interests?
Mhm. Well, we've done a lot of work in this space. About 24 months ago, we sat down as a leadership team and decided that one of the key pillars in our roadmap for growth was going to be innovation. And the way we define innovation is twofold. One, something that isn't a 3-ounce bar that Endangered Species Chocolate has made for the last 30 years, right? That format we're very good at. We've done it for 3 decades now, and our shopper expects it from us. So that's one way we define innovation. The second piece of that innovation is something that is truly new and disruptive for the category and for the consumer, right? So we have to fulfill a lot of different needs, whether it be the market demand or the consumer demand and our own brand to get something into that innovation pillar and then take it to market. Some of those items that we thought up 2 years ago are finally hitting the market today. And in 2024, we have a total of 17 new SKUs going to market.
Okay. Sounds good. And then going back to the chocolate category, are there any
Yeah.
notable innovations just in the category in general that you're seeing right now?
I think it's just diversity and variety of the type and format of chocolate that the shopper gets to choose from. The lines are being blurred between what is organic and natural and specialty and conventional. And it's more about what is the mood I'm in today? What do I want to use my chocolate for? Sometimes it's a grab and go experience where it's something I'm going to toss into my bag before I get onto the plane. Other times it's a pantry filler of something that I need to have on my in my hands at all times because I use it so regularly. And so what's that created is when I look back to just even 3 years ago or 4 years ago, specifically in the natural chocolate sector, you saw a lot of tablets, right? Now you're seeing cups and bags and bark and enrobed pieces. So I think it's really just the variety is the innovation that you're seeing at the shelf. We're also seeing um, innovation in spaces around taking what's old and making it new, right? That's not a novel concept by any stretch. I mean, when I started my career and was looking at flavor trends and things, right? We always talked about nostalgia as a trend, a everlasting macro trend. But I think you're just really seeing right now people looking for comfort, and we find comfort in nostalgia. But we still have to go back where I started in this conversation, and that's the job to be done, which is currently unmet by the category. And that is that comfort and satisfaction while also helping achieve health goals.
Okay, that makes sense. And then related, can you talk about your new recent seasonal shapes collection launch and the inspiration behind it?
I would love to. This product line is one that has been so much fun for us to develop and take to market. And it's also one that I think really a company like Endangered Species Chocolate can uniquely offer. We've created for every season stand-up pouches that are resealable of fun shapes, whether it be a koala bear and a heart for Valentine's Day, a bumblebee and a tulip, and a butterfly for spring, bats and wolves at Halloween. And then for our holiday season, we have penguins and polar bears and Christmas trees or evergreen trees. So we've delivered this unique position that we have in the marketplace as an organization that gives forward to conservation. It has done so for 30 years quite well. And we've put it into a fun experience for the shopper. They can take this and just snack on it, which is what 80% of the people who buy the product, whether they've purchased it or received it as a gift, will do. But they're great to put onto a charcuterie tray and a symbol within kind of the cheeses and meats and nuts and things that you put on there. I have seen some really, really clever influencers taking the Valentine's Day shapes just for the most recent holiday and putting them on top of cupcakes as a decoration or placing them into muffins and things where they just melt a little bit and become this really smooth chocolate shaped animal or shape on top of their baked goods. So that has been such a fun product launch for us. We cover 4 of the key seasons, and we're excited to get to share this with all of our consumers.
Sounds good. And then you mentioned other recent launches coming up this year. Can you share any info about those as well?
I would love to. So we have 2 other big platform launches that I would love to talk about. The first is what we're calling a mini truffle bar. This is a bag of 5 individually wrapped mini truffle bars, each roughly around 150 calories. What's unique about these truffles is that they are not made with palm oil. We use coconut oil to create the beautiful, smooth centers, and we offer them in 3 different flavors: a dark chocolate sea salt, a milk chocolate, and a milk chocolate almond. All 3 feature unique animals, just like we have been come to known for as Endangered Species Chocolate. My favorite bag of all 3 of them is the blue-footed booby. He has these really brilliant blue feet that pepper around the design of the bag, and it's just a very intriguing animal to learn about. So that's one of the platforms that we're launching that is going to market here in just the next 30 to 60 days as it rolls out through distribution into key retailers like Rite Aid, for instance. The other really disruptive platform that we have out in the market now, actually, with our first to market partner, Sprouts, is a product called Dip and Joy. Dip and Joy is a innovative take on the behaviors that shoppers and chocolate consumers have been exhibiting for a long time. We had an insight that a lot of our shoppers were breaking chocolate off of one of our 3-ounce bars and dunking it into their peanut butter or their almond butter jar. Then we started to see some of this jobs to be done information come through, and how people are looking for that indulgence in the afternoon that they still feel good about. They need convenience, they need clean labels. And so we developed this unique single serve package called Dip and Joy. We have 3 flavors: caramel, peanut butter, and almond butter. Those are the dips that you're going to take dark chocolate batons and dunk into, not unlike some of the nostalgic products that maybe millennials would be used to getting back in the day in their lunches, where they had maybe cookies and an icing that they could dunk into. And so this unique form that we've developed, it's a customized tray only made for endangered species chocolate, in almost like a matchbox sleeve. Not only is it captivating from the shelf, it is absolutely divine from a flavor and a total experience standpoint. It delivers on the textural, sensorial experience that we see shoppers looking for, with the snap of the baton and the smooth creaminess of the dip. And it carries the promises that Endangered Species Chocolate has made to its consumers to use high quality ingredients that are non-GMO verified. This product line specifically carries the Cocoa Horizon seal, which is a new certification for us focused on sustainability efforts that can scale at ground level.
Sounds good. I will definitely keep an eye out for those in stores. Sounds delicious.
Absolutely. You can get them in Sprouts right now. We'll have them online on Amazon, as well as our own website, chocolatebar.com, in late March. And then we'll be doing a national launch as we go into the month of May.
Okay. And then last question, what is your favorite ESC product to enjoy?
Yeah, so I'm so glad you asked this. It's a question that I've been asked for many years now, working at Endangered Species Chocolate. And I used to have a hard time answering, because it was really dictated by the season, right? So, the winter time, I might gravitate towards peppermint, but I finally have a favorite, hands down. It is what we call our starfish bar. So it features starfish on the outside, and it is our 60% dark chocolate filled with a luscious raspberry filling. It is my favorite flavor combination. Raspberry and chocolate always has been. It was even my wedding cake flavor. So to finally get it in an ESC chocolate bar is just making my dreams come true. We just launched it last year in what we called our ocean line, products that featured just oceanic species. But it has really started to pick up steam. We just saw it go in nationally to or store franchise wide into all Fresh Market stores. And so we're excited to see where that particular flavor could go, because it's pretty delicious.
Okay. I don't think I've heard of that one, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that
Yeah.
as well.
Sounds like we have to send you a care package.
I would not say no. I love chocolate. But that's all the questions I had for today. So thanks again for being here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.